Hey everyone, welcome to Shifty's Cloud. Today I'm going to talk about the ending of the Georgia Marathon. Now, I did get one video, but it really sucked. Uh, Basically the thing that holds it accidentally broke. And now I gotta go get a new one. But I should record plenty of states matches. Um, so... And if y'all don't already know, I plan on using my secret rogue deck, but we'll just have to see if there are any changes in the metagame, which I don't think there will be too many, but if there are, then that deck will definitely be switched out, and I'll be figuring things out. If the metagame works out the way I think it will, UTX will be overhyped. Reshiram, Zekrom EX, and Cram EX will pretty much all be linked to as helpful with the tight matchup. Zekrom EX will become broken with Electric, and then people start wanting to catch up Electric for knockout after knockout, and eventually Rescue Energy will be played in the deck, and then TPZ EX will start to, or sorry, SPZEX, Shaman Patrice Zekrom EX, because I wouldn't say ZEX, SP, but Zekrom EX Patrice Shaman will become broken again. And because basically you attach those two to start with and get it to rolling, and then you can attach that double color synergy you need, and then discard the lightning energy. Then bring it back with Electric, and then keep on and on with the combo and keep it going, and eventually you'll either get too far in the game for your opponent to catch up, or something really would have happened. That's going to be one deck. Another deck will be Mewtwo EX with Gardevoir. And basically the way this, my nose the way this deck will work is practically you will you play the Mewtwo EX and you attach one psychic energy, and it will basically be count as two psychic energy. And some double colorless will obviously help Mewtwo in its favor of making its attack. And obviously a catcher would bring more luck as more energy is attached. But overall, the deck is pretty fair. Most people will overhype it. Regigigas will be way too overhyped if it comes out at the time it's supposed to. If Kyogre or Groudon EX, either one comes out, they'll be less played, but a lot more effective, because they can be played with cards such as Landorus, or even Feraligatr for Kyogre's standpoint, but not really the most effective strategies, but could be deadly if found the right combination for. And as always, my rogue deck. The secret rogue, Shifty's secret rogue deck, can't be named, but obviously it'll do pretty good if it sees any playtime. So the thing is, if anyone figures it out before then, congrats to them, because it is probably one of the most, well, no one would think about it. Let's just put it that way. No one would dream of playing the deck, really, because people can't find the right way to run it, and that's really where it hurts them. And that's why I call it my secret rogue deck, because it really will surprise a bunch of people, and more than likely, if I don't get any really bad luck draws, I will win automatically. That's just the way that deck runs. And that's basically the one thing I like about the deck. And for those of you who are, shall we say, suspicious about my playing activity, you have no worries whatsoever. I build decks based on what I think has the best chance to win. And obviously, right now, I think my 50 Secret Rogue deck has the best chance to win, just because, in my opinion, is the best strategy and has the best chance to win against the metagame, and is teched for plenty of great rogue matchups in which it is not susceptible to winning. So, and just in case one of those just so happens to be in the top cut and I'm not able to finish it off, then I've always got that rogue tech, the tech for the rogue decks that seem to beat me, but just because I really need to. So, really, that's really the only thing that I've really done bad against. And I have not lost with the deck yet. I'll go ahead and say that is I came almost close to getting donked, which is great that I didn't. But if I would have gotten donked, it would have been my first loss. I have won 1,058 straight games with the deck with no losses, and no, I'm not playing it on TCGO or Red Shark. I'm basically simply testing it with some secret buddies that I will not mention. I'm not going to give you either of their names because, well, obviously you'd be bugging them to death about the decks, and you probably wouldn't know them or have any way to contact them really. But moreover, they probably, well, I'm not going to say the other part, but I practiced the deck. We put so many different varieties of decks together to try to test against. It does not lose. But that's basically the one deck to watch out for if you're going to Georgia State's is my deck. And then after Georgia State's, if you go to any of the ones that are the weeks after, then yeah, you'll practically be seeing it all over the place once people finally discover what my Secret Rogue deck was. And then I'll be done with States and everyone else will be using the same deck through States and Regionals. And well, that's usually how it happens, but that's about all I got really. But as far as cities, I didn't get really anything good, and everyone pretty much knows all the great decks. You can go to pretty much Top Cut Pokemon or J-Woods, well, not really J-Woods, but Top Cut Pokemon, they'll tell you basically every deck that was good. Although a bunch of maniacs, they don't even listen to the comments of their fans, so I mean, I'm not really a fan. I just try to steal as much information as I can off of them. That's so that's basically really all. I keep saying that over and over, but I need to mention this one thing. Durant is the most deadly deck. Did I not already say that a few times about the format coming up with noble victories? Durant will destroy a deck because it discards its resources. And if they're resources that you can't get back, then that's a liability on your end for not running the right support to get those cards back. And that's pretty much why some of the decks should be the way they are. Now, as far as any other decks, the best decks with a chance to win against Durant are decks that don't really set up as much or don't have as much to set up. The decks like Electrode, auto loss. Why? Well, pretty much because of the same reason. All of your Pokemon are basic, and they all have Eviolites, of course, and they're discarding your deck consistently. That's the whole reason why it really doesn't work that way. And because Kyurem even spreading its damage, all Durant needs is an Eviolite to basically stall up from less than 10 damage, maybe even no damage with a special metal along with an Eviolite. Then if you had Durants in play, most of them be taking 10 maximum, or 10 or sometimes even, I've seen 20 because the Durant had just Eviolite and no real energy, so. And I've seen ones with metal and special metal but no Eviolite, so. I mean, it just really depends how you see through decks, and in my opinion, Durant had the best chance to win. Of course, Durant is probably the most deadly deck I know of out there right now. I didn't use it. I thought I'd use cities to basically test. I couldn't find all my cards to my rogue deck for cities, so, and because of the next Destinies, I had a brand new secret rogue, thanks to a few of the cards that have come out. But to this format, I didn't test out Durant. I'd on the last 4 tournaments of the Georgia Marathon, I ran Mega Zone twice, or really prime time, you Mega Zone Kingdra twice, and did pretty well at those. Then at the third one, I used Reshibor, and basically dropped so I could go to church after the Swiss rounds, basically. So then fourth one, obviously, I used Reshiflosion, and I had the most interesting tech. People kept wondering what the heck I was going to do with this one card tech. And when I was at that one Sunday at the Stevie B's in Marietta, there was a card I was looking for, and everyone pretty much knew what it was. They just didn't know how to use it. And it's basically the Ho-Oh from the Heart Gold Soul Silver poster pack. And it's attacks read 1 fire for 20 or 2 fire 2 colorless. Flip a coin if heads. His deck does 80 damage to one of your opponent's or any of your opponent's Pokemon. Combine that with Victini, and you're possibly destroying Vileplume. Why? Basically, in 2 turns, Vileplume's gone. Your opponent's got to find some other way of containing the trainer lock, and because Regiflosion's only bad matchup, sorry for having my, is the trainer lock, then well, what else are they going to do? Since you're destroying their trainer lock with one of your greatest techs in the game, what does it have to do? Well, pretty much, you could have gone either way. Ho-Oh's just better because it can't really get knocked out as easily as my other tech that I've probably described more over as the secret rogue tech of the format. You guys know about Little Rotom from Undaunted. Of course, everyone knows. You combine that with something like Embor, well, not really Electrode, because Electrode wouldn't be really efficient, and see, you got trainer locked through Embor, and you can't really set up too much. Once you do finally be able to set up that Infernal Fandango and get Fisherman running, you get all those energy back, attach them to Rotom, find the 1 lightning and 5 fire energy, send it up front, and knock out Vileplume on the bench. Pretty cool strategy. And if they can't knock you out that turn, you get another easy KO after KO if they cannot knock out Rotom. And that's basically how you really do well with defeating the metagame. But I guess I might as well go. As always, it was nice talking to you guys. Just don't forget to post any comments you have in the comment section down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Shifty's Club.